stuff I be talking about with these bum people, you know what I mean? Like, all right, so if you could see in this messaging situation, like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, this dude drives 2025. I don't even think it's 2025. I think it's more like 2023, maybe 2020 Corvette. All right, all black Corvette, 2020 Corvette. But he claims it's a 2025 Corvette. You know what I mean? I seen the 2025 Corvette. I seen the 2026 Corvette. Looks a little bit more sexier. But needless to say, he claims he drives a 2025 Corvette. All right, whatever. I believe you. I really don't care. You know what I mean? He has a Mercedes Sprinter van. All right. All right, so if you know anything about a Corvette, granted, depending on which one you have, it might rack somewhere around $100,000 to maybe $50,000 to $100,000. You know what I mean? Depending on which Corvette you have. I'm sorry, $60,000 to $100,000, depending on which Corvette you have. All right. So, needless to say, you know what I mean. And he has a Sprinter van, which is, you know what I mean. It's a Mercedes Sprinter van. You know what I mean. All right, so my point is, you know what I mean? Okay, you in business, whatever. You know what I mean? Cool, whatever. You know what I mean? But he texts me like, yo, can you find gutter jobs? I'm like, as you see in this, says, wow, nice. Because I sent him one of my messages, whatever. I'm not going to get into it. But he was like, wow, nice. And then he said, find gutter jobs. I will do it for you and give you a percentage. I was like, that's called advertising. You know what I mean? I got a company, Ace Space Professional Marketing. I sent him a little Ace Space Professional Marketing. You know what I mean? Sign, whatever. Then it's one of my other businesses. I'm like, that's one of my other businesses. But since I know he broke, you know what I mean? I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put you on my other business. You dig what I'm saying? It's like, I got a company called You Need 88. I think it might be more your budget. $375 to start advertisement for you. This is a deal. I don't do this for everyone, but I look out. You know what I mean? Because Ace Space Professional Marketing, you know what I mean? I charge like $450,000 just to start. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not going to put you on Ace Space Professional Marketing. That's for real companies that got their shit together and know what they doing. You know what I mean? That's big business. You know what I mean? Not little boy stuff. So, you know, all right, whatever. I tell him that. All right? He's like, I'm in the DMV. I sent him the Cash App link, like, yo, send that $375 just to start. It's just a little starter. It was gonna cost him a little bit more, but it's just a little starter. You know what I mean? Since he wanted to, spread this, like, nigga, it's gonna cost $375 just to start, nigga. Just do something. You know what I mean? All right. So, make a long story short, he like, I don't have money, bro, right now. I'm like, nigga, I got bills like you. You know what I mean? I'm giving you a special offer, normal rates. Da 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 da. You know what I mean?